Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
How can you overlook a player who has a name like this guy, Xavi Simons? He plays on either wing or as a false nine. He's quick, he's versatile, he's hard-working, he's coachable. They all say he has a great footballing IQ. And he's one of those catch-me-if-you-can types.
We'll still certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's having
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That has been slung wide. Alex Simons. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Nicely intercepted. This is Batistuta. Oh, he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Divisi with the corner, there first. Opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now the ball in. Great chance! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That was a given. It always was.
The manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training.
Number 11, Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled
welcome
out
to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Once described as being born offside, Filippo Inzaghi feels like the last of a dying breed, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I feel sometimes he doesn't get the credit he fully deserves, because I think he's one of the most intelligent strikers around too. His game is all about anticipation, positioning and speed over those first 3 yards.
Good old-fashioned poacher, in other words.
Exactly, and you don't score that many goals without having something extra about them.
And this is Inzaghi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Inzaghi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Quality ball. Great defending, strong and determined. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Azar. Mateus. Batistuta concedes a free kick for that. Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. It's a pretty loose pass. Mateus. And it's Fernando Torres. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance here to counter. Over to the left. It's played through for him.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority.
It's Christie!
The keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlash.
Number 4,
So
Cristiano
the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, all of a sudden, bang.
Cristiano
And that is expertly dealt with. Guti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Inzaghi, and this is Torres. Guti is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Otto. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, shooting this time, surely!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Lovely, now then. Fernando Torres. Driving on and making good progress. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Azar. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Otto. Otto is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now it's Inzaghi. Guti. This is Batistuta. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Neymar.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's Azar.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van der Beek. Half-time getting close now. And this is Torres. Tries to put, takes a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Guti. Neymar. Mateus.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And it's Guti. Batistuta. Neymar. Oh, refuses to take the bait.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. He's onside. He's in space and looking for options. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And this is Torres. Can he finish? Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact
And
that
just
there
one
was a
reminder
genuine
today to
flow
please
to this
drink
game,
responsibly.
as well as
Anyone
intent.
appearing intoxicated or
But
behaving
I
in
can't
an
help
inappropriate
feeling that
manner
their
will be
efforts
removed.
deserved
Thank you very
a
much for
little
your
bit more.
cooperation.
Indonesia are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. That gets things going for the second half.
Indonesia really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Now it's Inzaghi. Well read, and the danger is averted.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Mateus plays it short, and he's there to get it away. Now who's going to be first to this? Looking to go deep, climbs up big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rijkaard. And here's Inzaghi. Guti.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Neymar. He's looking unstoppable. Cristiano Ronaldo! Mateus. Kukçu. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. This is Batistuta. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Kukçu. No, again there's no way through. Adams. So we've reached the hour mark. Guti. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable... Split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defence.
Tries a shot! Indonesia have their second corner now. Disappointing, it has to be said. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Number 26, Neymar!
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
That's Batistuta. Batistuta! Kupchu. Ball has bounced loose now. Just about up to 75 minutes. Mateus. Kilitshoy. Looking for options for movement. That has been swung wide. Nicely spread. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Picked up brilliantly. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nicely weighted ball. A lot of space ahead of him. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Divisi have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, important interception.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Here's the return pass. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Oh, smashing header! Oh,
2 minutes has been indicated.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kilitshoy. He's had a shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Divisi are enjoying their moments of collective... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might
everybody,
not feel
and
like
welcome
that.
to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I've been very impressed with this fella up in Meccano. We all know of his impressive record, but he's a lovely blend of athleticism and technical nous that he developed from quite an early age. It'll be interesting to see who his opponents bring to the table to test him, because testing him demands a lot.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Maldini. Not the most accurate pass. Osimhen proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's
Shot a goal! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Guerrero tries to pass it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Beckham. Ambitious ball here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nicely aimed pass. Guerrero.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Guerrero. Hazard.
Indonesia are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Casemiro. And it's Rodri. Oh, what a chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Maldini. And the counter is on. And it's Beckham. Guti. He's found a way past. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Meccano. Casemiro. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo. Osimhen. He rises! Harmlessly behind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now, he's got space here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Incoming delivery. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Guti. Now it's Neymar. And Batistuta! Oh, he's been caught on it here. He slings it in. Messi. Can he spark a counter here?
Indonesia certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Beckham proves just a little bit too strong. Dani Olmo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And we have our very first corner. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. And that gets over and intercepts. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He gets big! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
That pass isn't the best.
There will be
Gets
one
one
minute
in.
at a time.
Van Dijk. And it's Casemiro. Rodri. Hazard going full steam ahead down the left flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's Batistuta. Well, that looks a decent ball. Neymar gets flagged offside. Koundé, that's an imaginative pass. Although he's herring after that one. Neymar, spread it left. Strong running down that left flank. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Messi. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Knocks it into space. Maldini makes the interception. No way through there. Now it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. That is lovely. Rodri. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. What are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, well measured. Indonesia needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
It's a promising position. Keeper's dealt with that.
Indonesia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Kind of somewhat off target. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Olmo. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Hazard. Guerrero. Beckham. Guti. Good running, strong and purposeful. Hazard. Nicely intercepted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Guti. Looking tidy in possession here.
Indonesia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He's only too happy to take that back. Closing it on, and he shoots! Oh, that could cost them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could
Substitutions
turn out
taking
to be
place.
quite a significant moment.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. And now they can spring out of defence. Ball's gone astray. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Tries to play it through. Can he latch on to this? Neymar going face to face with his great rival. And here's Messi. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's fabulous. Hoisted in. Up he goes! Sticks it away! We thought it was over. It's all squared once more. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! Substitution for Indonesia. Number 4.
Tunisia
Cristiano
have turned to
Ronaldo.
their bench, and
Number
we're going to
8.
have a substitution.
Number
We'll square
26.
again into the dying
Neymar.
minutes.
Number
It just goes to show you.
Batistuta. Coming on the field.
Gets rid
Number
without
15.
sophistication.
Yan Koller. Number 9. Panes. Number 17. Son Heung-min. Number 19.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
There will be 3 minutes added
Play
time.
for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's a cute ball. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Rodri. Now it's Gakpo. Looking for options for movement. And it's Son Heung-min. And the referee brings it to a close. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
And we come to you now with a
summarise
quick
what we've seen?
request.
This is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides
Hello,
get ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome to
This is
today's
football
match.
at its finest.
Indonesia against Celtic.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And here's Fernandes. The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Crosses it in.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's a good ball. There's the shot! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a dawdle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So, a breakthrough already. Indonesia have got it back, and they'll have another go. You can run on to that. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And here's Donatoni. Donatoni. Beckham. Donatoni! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's a throw-in. This is Batistuta, and Dijk gets a foot in here. He's picked his way through. So much time and space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, what a climb! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
The most accurate pass. Indonesia do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Guti. Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. And that has left him in a heap. Quality ball. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Can he get it through? De Bruyne. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now, can they get him away? And here's De Bruyne. Defending of the desperate variety. And Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Celtic with the corner. They're first. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Good trying. The outcome could so easily have been different.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Guti. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's heaved it away. Oh, such a clever touch. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. And it's Fernandes. Passing nice and neat. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's De Bruyne. De Bruyne! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi goes short. Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. She's the talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Alexander-Arnold. Beckham. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Otto. Otto. Out of play for a goal kick. Played out to the left flank. Looking to play him in. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Indonesia head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the game has already resumed here.
Indonesia definitely.
This time, surely! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neither of these two want to come off second. It's Neymar!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Camavinga. And Fernandes. Celtic looking to pass their way through. Long time, excellent interception. Xavi Alonso. Played back in. Oh, look, a great chance! So, third corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. Camavinga. He's gone for goal! That looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down the challenge, is he?
Celtic appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's sick.
And the shot! It's anyone. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner. So their fourth quarter of the game. They've played it short. De Bruyne. Oh, that's nice. Neymar. And now they can spring out of defence. Out towards the flank. Chance to deliver. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question...
De Bruyne! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Celtic really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Cedric, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I want to play.
Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now, can he find a finish? Can he finish? He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. Now it's Guti. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar! Oh, what has happened here? Xavi Alonso. Into the last quarter of an hour. Guti proves too strong. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead. And the shots! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Indonesia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And this is Messi. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
In progress.
To turn a deficit into a lead. And somehow he managed to miss it.
Oh, looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Otto. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Mbappe.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Neymar gets into a good position. And a chance! It's in! And that has raised the roof! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Tunisia take what looks to be a
Added
decisive
minutes has
lead.
been indicated.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that.
And De Bruyne! And Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
De Bruyne is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Beckham, out to the right. Caicedo. 4 added minutes on the board. And he's a chance for a shot! Decent enough try. All hands on deck for this one. Guti can get it clear. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Neymar claiming the man of the match award,
today that
and there
parking
is
in the
very
area
little
around
room. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Just joining us, we are already on the way. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Great chance! There it is! The breakthrough strike! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So, a breakthrough already. That's a sharp pass. Spread it left. And this is Batistuta. Alexander-Arnold clears. And he's there to retrieve it. Divisi leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Lewandowski. It's beyond the defence. Batistuta has a lot to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Lewandowski.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And it's Neymar. Shot put and a chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Batistuta. And he thumps it clear. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Distributed tidily. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Divisi with the corner. There first. He's on it. He's shooting! Oh, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Khan, in the context of the game, he must save it. Oh, he's missed!
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And it's McAllister. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Cristiano Ronaldo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Somewhat off target. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's an excellent interception. Guti knocks it into space. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Ronaldo with a real chance here. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Mbappe! Let's make sure that's not getting through. And that has been clubbed away. Ronaldo. And it's Lewandowski. This has gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Ronaldo is standing over this one.
We could be looking at a game-changing moment.
That's a good ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Throw it. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And this is Neymar. He's got away. He's found some space. And he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And that is expertly dealt with. And now a sudden chance to counter. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's made its way to it. Trying to play for a goal kick. Oh, that's a key interception. No, again there's no way through. Koke. McAllister. And here's Mbappe. Beckham spots it and intercepts. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Indonesia head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
En el Barcelona. El dorsal 18.
Here we go
Será
again.
sustituido por el dorsal
Solitary
25.
goal. That has been the crucial difference. That's really well manoeuvred. Guti. That's looking wide. Played back in. Well, there's the clearance. Guti. And it's Guti. Beckham. Nicely spread. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. That is some save from Khan! And he's there to get it away. Scholes is always scanning the pitch for targets, driving on and making good progress. Oh, it's come loose. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Shifted it to the flank. Oh, well measured. Great ball, and he's in here. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Barcelona didn't be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Batistuta with a definite fell there. And that's going to be a booking.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 22. Scholes. Será reemplazado por
And that has
el
been
dorsal
cleared.
17.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Quality ball. Neymar. This ended up in no man's land. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's come to nothing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Indonesia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Wriggles his way through. No, that's overhit. And he's managed to get free. Bravo. That is good strength. No, he can't get past him. Ball is over the line. Batistuta might just make this. Alexander-Arnold gets it away. Now it's Neymar. Great vision. He's through here. Loose ball now, oh, he's been caught napping. And it's corner.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Have
3,
their third corner.
Coque, será sustituido por el dorsal 15.
That's a decent clearance.
Indonesia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
They want to be quick to recover this. Grimaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. Neymar looking for the run. An important interception. Looking to play. There's the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
McAllister has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Indonesia have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. That has found him in acres of space. Keeper's dealt with that. Turns and goes. He's having a go! And for sure, that was not one of his best. Batistuta. And that has put paid to that.
2 minutos de descuento.
He's found the way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's lofted through here. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Indonesia have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheet.
you